Hello. So, responsiveness in a relationship. Being responsive in a relationship is like low key one of the most important things that you should be in a relationship. So, first, I want to introduce the burning candle idea that I get from this quote: "Man loves company, even if it is only that of a small burning candle." George Littenberg. So I want to focus on the word company here. So the word companion has the word company in it. So you're a companion because you offer company to another. We love company so much because it is the only thing that proves our existence, that we aren't invisible and that we can be perceived. It's almost like the proof that we are here, that we are not just the spirit, but we are also something external that can be experienced by other living beings. I think it's just kind of maybe that exponential spiritual thing, if you want to think about it that way, that you're here with others, and what you do matters, and what you do has a butterfly effect, and so much more. We want that proof and we want that validation. Like, literally, loneliness is that sad feeling, this spiritual welfare, like, where we are not being perceived, we are not being able to communicate and have our thoughts be known and have that reflected onto us, and we're lonely because we can't have that an interaction to learn about ourselves, and I don't know, just to feel external and to not feel just so alone in our thoughts. We want to be perceived. So a companion that we might have, we want them to validate us, validate our presence, validate everything external that is happening, everything external that we give, right? So we know that. So to become a companion means you are a companion to another person. You're offering company to another person. So literally what I just explained, the word companion, to offer company, your only job as a companion is to offer company. If we dissect the vocabulary as such, if we kind of dissect the Latin of the word to kind of get legitimate. So how do you properly offer company is the next question. So this is where I want to go into John Gottman's research. I think this is the term for his research, or the term for what I'm about to say is turning towards, is the name for it if you want to do your own research about it. But in his research, he found that couples who stay together tend to respond to their partner's bids for connection, even during arguments, while couples who separate turn away. That's why he calls it turning towards, where you respond to your partner's bid or anything that they do external, kind of like what I was just saying. They're more likely to stay together. But if you turn away and you're unresponsive to the bid, you two are not going to last. And I don't know any sort of percentage that maybe the research had, or how true this was, but I do know that this research, or this experiment, was like kind of a big deal, I've always heard. So this is super interesting. So you're a companion to someone else, you're offering company to someone else. What is the correct way to do this? This is saying to be responsive to all sorts of bids. So what even are bids? Okay, so I've mentioned bids before in my videos, and I've also mentioned the most common and understood bid. So the most common social bid, and it's also deemed literally unmanneristic, is if you don't do it, if you don't respond to this bid, and it's someone's sneezing. Okay, so someone sneezes And if you ignore their expression of possible sickness or possible distress in their future kind of thing, it's kind of like their body is involuntarily being external, putting a bit out there loud and clear. And we all know that a sneeze might mean that they're allergic to something, or maybe a cold is coming on. And to bless someone when they've just sneezed, kind of wish well, kind of wish health upon them. And I feel like people don't even know really like what bless you is. It's a social bid. So but by saying bless you, you've acknowledged their external presence, and you've acknowledged their external communication, and especially an involuntary one. So other bids can be like standing to shake another's hand. So it's kind of like if you were sitting down first and then this person came into the room, you stand up to acknowledge their presence, and it's just kind of being respectful. Or I've also heard of this one, like standing up when a woman leaves the room or when a woman enters the room. This is kind of like cordial, old manneristic chivalry. But these are all sort of social bids, you know. I wouldn't say they're manners, because manners can cover things that aren't bids, but sneezing is one that we definitely can all recognize. And I don't know if you're the type to, if you do sneeze and if no one says bless you, it's kind of like you're like, wow, I was just super loud just now. My body expressed that I'm in some sort of maybe discomfort, or my body's reacting to something, and nobody acknowledged me. And you kind of wonder if they even heard you or if they care about you, type of thing. Personally, I don't always sneeze and like get upset if people don't say something, but it's kind of like you do expect people to respond to this bid, because it's kind of been told that you should always respond to this bid. But I'm saying, especially in a partnership or in a friendship, if you want to better your relationships, be responsive to anything that you can recognize as external, anything that you can recognize as a bid, especially in romantic relationships. Oh my goodness. But every relationship. Okay, so that's like a recognizable bid. But maybe what are unrecognizable bids, just to further explain this to you, sort of. So obviously a sneeze, so you would say, bless you. When they're laughing about something, like maybe you will laugh back, or you'll ask them what's funny, or you'll ask them, oh, I want to see your video, I want to see the video that you're laughing at, stuff like that. If they're rearranging in bed, like when you guys are sleeping together, you can give them an affectionate pat, like when they're done rearranging, kind of just like they've found their comfortable position, and you pat them and you let them know, oh, I'm glad you're more comfortable now, because I know you were just moving around a lot just now, and I want to let you know that you didn't disturb me, and I'm just glad that you're more comfortable, sort of thing. If they comment, oh, this is kind of like tied in with laughing, but it's like they're laughing at a movie, maybe kind of laugh back. That's positive. Okay, if they make a comment about the TV show that you guys are watching, say something back. Like, it doesn't have to be always so detailed, but you can say, yeah, I agree, or yeah, that's stupid. Just kind of like agree with them, and don't let them say something out loud without it being responded to. If your partner has a new hairstyle, your partner, companion, let's use that word. So if your companion, they have a new hairstyle, they have a new scent, maybe they bought like a new perfume, cologne, etc. Like if you notice that, which you should be on the lookout for this. You should comment and say, I like your new hairstyle. I like your new scent. I like your new shoes. I like anything new that you can notice about somebody. Obviously, because people enjoy compliments, but also I noticed too that this is almost kind of like a social bid. Like when we get something for ourselves to kind of look better, or like when we wear a dress out of nowhere when we usually don't wear dresses, or we do our hair real fancy, we kind of expect people to compliment us. We expect people to notice something, that something about our external is different, and we want to be validated. We want to be offered company. We want people to be responsive to us. So this in itself is a bid. I've heard so many times where like the girlfriend, or just really anybody, any gender, like is kind of upset when their loved one doesn't notice that something's different with them. Maybe that even their mood, like people's change in mood can be a bid. If your partner is usually so energetic after work, and then suddenly they come home from work and they're upset, and you're like, oh no, I know my partner loves their job, and they're always just so happy and fulfilled with their day, but like, why did they come home today and they're upset? I should ask them. If they don't tell you first, like, let your companion know that you notice them. This is what this is. So, okay, maybe here's like the negative stuff, that you should be responsive, always. So if your companion complains, if they mutter, if they scoff, say something under their breath, you should respond to this by telling them to speak up, or hey, do you want to talk about it, or what can I do to fix this, what did I do wrong, type of thing. Even if it is negative, even if it is rude, to act nonchalant and to ignore these types of negative things. I mean, think about it. This person chose to be external with their negativity. They could have just kept it to themselves. And of course, if they kept it to themselves, the negativity, they didn't need anything from you. Does that make sense? It's kind of like if someone's upset, they don't say anything about it. It's kind of like they're telling you in their own way, what I'm going through, you cannot help me with. You cannot change. You cannot change what I'm feeling. You cannot make me feel better. They've cut off all opportunities for you to be responsive and for you to be a companion. That's why you always hear like, oh, if your partner doesn't argue with you anymore, if they don't bring up problems with you anymore, it's a red flag and they're emotionally checked out. All of that's true. Literally, like if social bids stop, if these external bids for connection and interaction stop, huge red flag. Huge red flag. So it's kind of like I'm saying too, like kind of be grateful if your partner is being externally negative rather than internally, and you wouldn't know, or wouldn't be as obvious to you. At least when they're being external, they're communicating to you the opposite of what I said. They're communicating to you, hey, maybe if you respond to me, you can make me feel better. If you respond to me, you can fix the problem. There is something that you can do. That's what they're communicating by being external. You get it, right? Okay, so arguing, when they're arguing with you verbally, argue back and talk through it. Don't go silent. Don't take too much time away by yourself to, of course this is good to, take a step back and think about your feelings, but don't ignore the elephant in the room. Don't ignore the argument. Don't go to bed angry at each other because you're completely ignoring this social bid. This social bid is, I'm upset about something. You've hurt my feelings in some way. And this person, your companion, is wanting you to know that they're upset. And that to be upset with a person, that costs social connection. So you guys were connected at some point, right? So don't ignore arguments. That's a lot of people. ignore this social bid. And it's kind of heartbreaking. So these are like, okay, literally you could think of anything. What I'm saying, you can think of anything as a bid. So personally, for me, like with my partner, I try to not let any single thing that even just might be a bid to go ignored. Sorry, oh my gosh, sorry. Is that better? I don't know. Okay, so personally, like I was saying, so me personally, anything that my partner does externally, anything that they say, anything that they're kind of fidgeting, like they're having a fidget going on, like with their hands, they're moving their hands in a nervous way, or they're moving their hands in a nervous way, or their leg is going up and down, or they're messing with their hair a lot, and kind of maybe like they're looking at themselves in the mirror a lot, they're rearranging a lot in bed, they seem a little tired today. I try not to let anything go unnoticed, you know? So if they're tired, maybe I'll try to be the one to do the chores or kind of cook. I'll be the one to cook today. I'll be the one to clean the dishes because I notice the social bid of you're kind of expressing to me that you're tired, that you're not as able today, you know. Don't want to ignore that. If they're fidgeting, their body's fidgeting, like their leg is shaking or they're being nervous with their hands. I kind of like affectionately like touch their hand to get them to stop, or just kind of say, hey, not even to get them to stop. It's really just like, hey, I noticed that maybe you're nervous or maybe you're anxious or restless right now, and I just want to say I've noticed. That's all you have to say is I'm here. I validate your external presence, and I want you to know that I'm connected, and I see you. I see you, and I know, and maybe I emotionally understand this, okay? Even if they're looking in the mirror a lot, they're fidgeting with their hair, I never miss the opportunity to say, you look great, or I love the way you look, or I know you didn't put product in your hair today, but I still find you so attractive, and make sure that I give them a compliment, you know? Or maybe if they're playing different music, I say, you know, I like this new music that we're listening to, or I really enjoyed that, or I really enjoyed what you picked out for us to eat today. Like, don't let anything go unnoticed if you can. Like, try your very best. Like, if you can do one thing in a relationship, focus on being responsive. So by being responsive in relationships, you strengthen communication, trust, love, and obviously companionship just by being responsive. So you've accomplished so many things, and especially emphasis on trust. Oh my gosh. So trust is just kind of like, this person's always there for me. This person, it never lets me go unnoticed. This person never lets anything just be ignored. You know, I trust them. And that love is like a deep love, you know. It's just a deep love when you know that this person is deeply connected with you and is always there for you and just always just is aware of you, if that makes sense, you know. This person really observes me. This person really knows me. So, just a deep, fostering, caring love that is had. So this is the last little part I kind of want to go over. Kind of like what I said a little while back. So, to become a companion, means you are a companion to another person. Your only job of being a companion is to offer company. So now we know how to offer company, but where did this ideology even come from? Aristotle. So if you've ever wondered about being good at something, you must understand its purpose. That is an Aristotle ideology of the meaning of good. So we want to be a good companion. So if we want to be a good, companion, partner, spouse, whatever you want to call it. So you want to be a good companion. I've just explained the purpose of being a companion is to offer company. And I explained to you how to offer company. So if we wanted to be a good companion, we had to understand its purpose first. So we do. Aristotle, ideology. So that part's kind of complete. So we know being companion, offer company and presence to validate another companion, company and presence. The other person. So that's the part one of this. But also I want to add two. To be someone's partner or companion, that someone must identify and tell you what a good partner is. What your partner says is a good partner, they're meaning what is a good partner to them. Their partner would be a good partner. Does that make sense? They're telling you how to be their partner, which is going to be a good partner. It should. You should want to be in a good relationship, right? So, find out from your partner how to be good and understand this. Obviously, this can be done by understanding their love language. If you understand how they feel... Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you understand your partner's love language, you understand their needs, you understand their behaviors, if you just understand your partner more deeply, you don't try to change them. Always try to adapt to what they need. Literally, why would you not adapt? Then you would understand what a good partner is, how do you do it, the purpose, and then if you add that to being responsive, you're literally going to be the best partner that you can be. Keep responsiveness in mind. It's so easy. And it's going to work wonders in your relationship. It's going to work crazy wonders because it does for me, especially in the part where you're fostering affectionate love for each other and trust. Oh my goodness. It works like a charm. So I want to end with this. You are the candle in your relationship with another, and they are yours. You're just there. Just be there. Be in harmony, in presence with your partner. And the both of you should validate each other's presence. The both of you should validate each other as people, your personalities, your hopes, your dreams, your goals. You should all be responsive to that. You should be supportive of your partner's goals and aspirations. You should be supportive of the negative emotions they may have with you and the positive. You just want to be there and you want to validate them. You want to hear them out. You want to be emotionally present so they trust you and they know they can go to you. Being a companion to another is almost so much more simple than we think it is. Just offer company. It's literally what it means. And if we can do that well because we observe our partner, we learn from our partner. Everything you're searching for, everything that you're wondering about is right there in front of you. So be companion. Be the two candles Like, think of you and your partner as you're in this own sphere of each other, and you both light up each other's worlds in your own little different way. And so when your candle's going out, or your flames going out, your partner's still there shining theirs. Maybe that encourages you, and then you shine bright again, and then vice versa. It's just like you guys are just there. You guys are just two candles, like on the ground in a dark night, in a beautiful way. This analogy is just beautiful to me. So I've talked about responsiveness in relationships before, and just kind of how it's like, I feel like the thought of it has like changed me and changed my life. So, and just how I go about things, and how I think about how can I be affectionate to this person, how can I show them my care, to just be observant and responsive. So take this simple advice and just apply it. And I hope I explained it kind of simply, because it is so simple. I explained, the Aristotle ideology, where the purpose of something is what makes it good. John Gottman's research, and George Littenberg's great quote. So that's it. That's really it for me. I've loved this topic, as I do all of mine. Thank you guys so much. I've enjoyed this one. So, bye.